The diagram which is there in the textbook, I will be explaining that. How do you draw it? You have to draw it using a pencil. Okay. So yeah, आपको ये diagram जैसे textbook में है वैसे आपको draw करना है. I'm talking about the menstrual cycle diagram which is there in the chapter Life Process Part 2. Okay. I'll just quickly share my screen so things are visible. Yeah, I am assuming that you can see my screen. Okay. Yeah. So I've shared the screen now, and okay. Yeah, I'm assuming that the screen is visible and my voice is audible as well. So this is the diagram which is there in the textbook. Now, don't put the messages in the chat box because I won't be checking the chat box, and I would be very much happy that if you pay attention to the screen. Okay, so ये diagram आपके textbook में है, and I'll just put the laser on. 1 second. Why I can't see the laser? Okay, I don't know. The laser is not available. Just a minute. Yeah. Yeah. So as I was talking to you about the diagram, we were talking about the menstrual cycle, which is a 28-day cycle. Okay, menstrual cycle is something which a female starts getting when she achieves her puberty, when she is in the age of puberty, that is between 12 to 17 years of her age. Now, it is remarked by the release of an egg from the alternate ovary every month. Okay, so the first day of the cycle, अगर आप यहाँ पे ध्यान दो, आपके टेक्स्ट बुक का डायग्राम जो है पहले मैं वो एक्सप्लेन करती हूँ, and then I have a better diagram over here that also I'll explain to you so your understanding becomes better. So if you observe over here, it's a 28-day cycle. ठीक है, period of menstruation जहां पे that is from the first day till the 4th, 5th day, that is when the bleeding happens, that is when the endometrium is broken down, okay, is shredding off. So these are the changes which you observe. ये जो red color का markings यहाँ पे दिया गया है, ये आपका endometrium का changes है. मतलब जब भी ब्रेकडाउन शुरू होता है तो आप देखो ऐसे ब्रेक हो जाएगा एंडोमेट्रियम, एंड देन वापस उसका रिकंस्ट्रक्शन, दैट इज अ पीरियड ऑफ रीजनरेशन स्टार्ट्स. This is the period of regeneration, and then the endometrium is the strongest in these days. Okay, and then again the breaking, shredding starts. ठीक है. Now ये है changes in the uterus, और यहाँ पे changes है in the ovary. ठीक है, कि ओवरी में क्या चेंजेस आते हैं. ठीक है, एंड दिस इज ऑल कंट्रोल्ड विद द हेल्प ऑफ द हार्मोन्स इन द बॉडी. सो हाइपोथैलेमस इज द ग्लैंड विच कंट्रोल्स द पिट्यूटरी ग्लैंड, एंड पिट्यूटरी ग्लैंड हार्मोन्स रिलीज करता है आपके पूरे साइकिल को कंट्रोल करने के लिए. ओके, तो इसीलिए यहाँ पे हाइपोथैलेमस एंड पिट्यूटरी ग्लैंड दिया गया है. आप देखोगे यहाँ पे लिखा है FSH and LH. FSH is follicle stimulating hormone which controls which is released in the initial days, and then there is LH, that is the luteinizing hormone which controls the ovulation. अगर आपको याद है 13th 14th day पे ovulation होता है, sorry, that is the release of the egg cell or the oocyte from the ovary. Okay, now as you all can pay attention, so this is the changes in the ovary. तो ओवरी में पहले चेंजेस शुरू हो जाते हैं, एंड उसके मतलब पहला एग रिलीज हुआ. ठीक है, उसके बाद आपका ब्रेकिंग शुरू हुआ. ब्रेकिंग शुरू हुआ तभी नया फॉलिकल डेवलप होना शुरू हो जाता है, ठीक है। नया फॉलिकल ये देखो डेवलप हो रहा है, एंड नया फॉलिकल डेवलप होता है अंडर द hormone, under the effect of the hormone FSH, follicle stimulating hormone. So follicle stimulating hormone will develop the oocyte. It's developing. Okay, फिर जब भी तुम्हारा पीरियड ऑफ मेंस्ट्रुएशन खत्म हो जाता है तभी नया हार्मोन है ईस्ट्रोजेन I'm sorry. So there is estrogen which helps in rebuilding the uterus, rebuilding the endometrium. ओके जो एंडोमेट्रियम मतलब यूटराइन की यूट्रस की वॉल है वो बनाने के लिए ईस्ट्रोजन चाहिए, तो वो आपका जो फॉलिकल बन रहा है वो रिलीज करता है और आपकी वॉल बननी शुरू हो जाती है। फाइनली 13th और 14th डे पे ओव्यूलेशन होता है, दैट इज आपका फॉलिकल विल बर्स्ट एंड द एग विल बी oocyte will be released out in the oviduct or the fallopian tube, and this breaking of the follicle and the ovulation is controlled by the hormone LH. ओके फिर वो एग रिलीज हो गया, उसके बाद ईस्ट्रोजन एंड प्रोजेस्टेरॉन रहता है, वो सिक्रीट होते रहते हैं और आपकी वॉल बनते रहती है, ठीक है। ये ईस्ट्रोजन एंड प्रोजेस्टेरॉन कौन सिक्रीट करता है, तो आपका ये जो फॉलिकल था जिसमें से आपका oocyte रिलीज हुआ था, द फॉलिकल विल टर्न इनटू कॉर्पस लूटियम, ये बताया था मैंने आपको, इट टर्न्स इनटू कॉर्पस लूटियम एंड द कॉर्पस लूटियम secretes progesterone and estrogen which helps in building the uterus lining, that is endometrium. ओके उसके बाद ये यूट्राइन की वॉल बनते रहती है बट फाइनली जब फर्टिलाइजेशन नहीं होता है, ओके व्हेन द oocyte is not fertilized with the sperm, that time the corpus luteum will turn into corpus albicans. Okay, why corpus luteum turns into albican? The reason is अभी प्रोजेस्टेरॉन ईस्ट्रोजन की जरूरत नहीं है, अभी हॉर्मोन्स की जरूरत नहीं है, क्योंकि फर्टिलाइजेशन ही नहीं हुआ तो वॉल नहीं चाहिए, because the important function of the wall is what? To provide nourishment to the zygote and the embryo. Okay, but fertilization ही नहीं हुआ है तो फिर हमें यूट्रस लाइनिंग या फिर एंडोमेट्रियम की जरूरत नहीं है, तो लूटियम विल टर्न इनटू एल्बिकैंस। और एल्बिकैंस कैसा है, वो कुछ भी सिक्रेट नहीं करता, अगर प्रोजेस्टेरॉन एंड ईस्ट्रोजन सिक्रेट नहीं होंगे तो वॉल श्रेड हो जाएगी, एंड दैट इज हाउ यू विल अगेन रीच टू द फर्स्ट डे ऑफ द साइकिल, एंड वापस पूरा प्रोसीजर सेम रिपीट होगा फॉर 28 days. Okay, so this is what happens. These are the changes in the uterus lining and these are the changes in the oocyte. Okay, so this is what is your diagram about. There is a better diagram over here. यहाँ पे काफी सारे लेबल्स है जो आपको नहीं चाहिए, मतलब there is no need of those labels. आपके एग्जाम में नहीं पूछेंगे, आपको एग्जाम में सिर्फ इतना ही लेबल करना है। तो एज आई वाज टेलिंग यू, इट्स अ 28 day साइकिल। यहाँ पे भी देखो, पहले मेंस्ट्रुएशन होता है, फिर वापस फॉलिकल बनना शुरू होता है, फिर वॉल बननी शुरू होती है, एंड फाइनली वापस वॉल ब्रेक होनी शुरू हो जाती है, ठीक है। मेंस्ट्रुएशन में FSH काम आता है, फिर ईस्ट्रोजन एंड प्रोजेस्टेरॉन आपका वॉल बनाता है, ओव्यूलेशन के टाइम में LH काम आता है, और फिर जब प्रोजेस्टेरॉन एंड ईस्ट्रोजन सिक्रीट नहीं होता तो आपकी वॉल ब्रेक होना शुरू हो जाती है, ठीक है। ये आपका यूट्रस लाइनिंग में चेंजेस आएगा, आपके फॉलिकल में जब भी आपका मेंस्ट्रुएशन शुरू होता है, दैट इज व्हेन द ब्लीडिंग हैपेंस थ्रू द वजाइना, दैट टाइम ब्लीडिंग इज नथिंग बट द शेडिंग ऑफ द यूट्रस लाइनिंग. That time a new follicle is generating, follicle is being formed inside that oocyte will be there under the effect of the hormone FSH, follicle stimulating hormone. Then that is happening. Finally, on the 13th or the 14th day, under the effect of the LH, luteinizing hormone, the follicle will burst and the egg will be released. Later, the follicle will turn into corpus luteum, which will secrete progesterone and estrogen for the formation of the uterus lining. And when there is no fertilization, corpus luteum turns into corpus albicans. And this corpus albicans doesn't secrete anything. If it doesn't secrete progesterone and estrogen, the wall will start breaking. And that is how the menstrual cycle takes place. Okay. Hypothalamus is the gland which has pituitary gland, and pituitary gland secretes the hormone FSH and LH. Okay. So this was about your menstrual cycle. I assume there won't be any doubts anymore. and we can start with a new chapter. Okay. So, okay. So we are done with your menstrual cycle. We'll be starting with a new chapter. So let me move down to the new chapter. Yeah. Now, okay. So we are done with your we are done with your life process part 2. Today we are starting with a very new chapter and a very important chapter. I want everyone to be paying attention. From the exam point of view, आपके portion में syllabus में rather you have 10 chapters, out of which 5 of them are core biology and 5 of them are EVS. Okay, so today we are going to start with the first chapter of your EVS, that is environmental management. Now, let me tell you why this chapter is so very important in the first place. You require your environment for your survival. अगर environment नहीं होगा, तो फिर you won't be able to survive. So that is the reason the chapter is important, and that is the reason the government have put the chapter in the syllabus to create the awareness. Second thing is आपके एग्जाम में जितने भी क्वेश्चंस आते हैं, फिर आपका वो ऑब्जेक्टिव्स हो, गिव रीजंस हो, आंसर द फॉलोइंग हो, या लास्ट क्वेश्चन 5 मार्क का हो, वट एवर इट इज, हर एक क्वेश्चन में आपको 50% क्वेश्चन बायोलॉजी से पूछा जाता है, 50% आपके एनवायरमेंटल स्टडीज से पूछा जाता है. तो देर इज नो चांस कि आप एनवायरमेंटल स्टडीज को ऑप्शन में डाल दोगे और बायोलॉजी पढ़ के जाओगे और आप फुल मार्क्स लेके आओगे. ओके, नाउ वन मोर थिंग इज कि एनवायरमेंटल स्टडीज से जितना भी क्वेश्चन आता है, दे आर प्रीटी इजी. Most of them are diagram based questions, which are like you just need to answer like 1 line 2 line answers and you'll be done with it. So I want you all to focus on these chapters with the same amount the way you pay attention to your biology chapters. Okay, I'm assuming that my voice is pretty much clear and my screen is also visible to you. So today we're going to start with the fourth chapter from your textbook, that is environmental biology. Okay, environmental biology, not sorry, environmental management. So much into biology that, yeah. Okay, so let's do one thing. Rather than like, doing the chapter and where I keep talking, I'll ask you questions and you will put the answers in the chat box, because these things, you have already studied in your 9th standard. Some of you I have personally taught you, so you should know these things. Okay, yeah. So आप लोग ने 9th में काफी बार पढ़ा था. आप तो let's see अभी 10th में आपको कितना याद है. तो what do you understand by the word environment? What do you understand by the word environment? Whatever you know, you can put it in your chat box in the answer. Okay, okay. A lot of you are answering the surrounding, there is nature, there are natural resources, biodiversity, biosphere, flora, fauna. Okay, okay. So before moving down to the environment, let's understand what is an ecosystem. Okay, yeah, someone just said from Ghatkopar, some ecosystem. So अब आप मुझे बताइए what is ecosystem. Someone from JB Nagar answered. I guess it was a correct answer. And biotech, and there DN Nagar Aditya, if I'm not wrong, that person gave a correct answer. Saidham Krishika, correct answer. Okay, a lot of things are coming in the chat box and I'm not able to keep a track to it. So yes, now you can pay attention to the screen. Okay, I'll explain you what is an ecosystem for whoever who knows it and whoever who don't know it. Everyone will pay attention. You can stop writing in the chat box now. Thank you. Okay. TN Nagar Vedant is putting something. Okay, I don't know. Fine. So the earth is made up of two types of components. Okay. So earth is made up of two types of components. Which are the two types of components? Tell me. Takshila, Shivani, biotic and abiotic. You're the first one to answer. Correct. Yes, a lot of them are answering now. So when I say there are two types of components, basically there are living and non-living things. That is biotic and abiotic. Okay. Okay. So your earth, one type of components have life in them. Okay. They have life. They are living organisms like you and me, like your animals, like your cat and dog and rat. Okay. These are called as the living or the biotic components. Okay. So earth is made up of two types of components. The first one are the living or the biotic component. The other type of components do not have life in them. They do not have life in them like your air, like your water, like your soil. Just a minute. DN Nagar, Rohit Bogle. SST sir will personally be having a conversation with you. So, as I was telling you, the other type of components do not have life in them. That is your air, that is your water, that is your soil. And water is life, but water doesn't have life. Okay. And light. Okay. So these are all the abiotic components. These are called the non-living or the abiotic component. The living and the non-living and their interactions are called as ecosystem. A lot of you gave this answer that the living and the non-living and their interaction is called as an ecosystem. Can anyone give me an example? Can anyone give me an example? Or example of what interaction? Interaction between biotic and abiotic component. Baba, in the food chain, everything is biotic. Takshila Aryan saying drinking water. Correct. Drinking water, correct. Chembur Aditya said humans and oxygen, correct. Taking sunbath is not an example. Plants need Ghatkopar Amrita. Plants need sunlight to survive. Okay, okay. Vikroli Manasvi, something she answered. It was correct, I guess. Okay, fine. So I'll answer now. You can stop writing to me in the chat box. So the living and the non-living and their interactions are called as ecosystems. Simple example is you, me, we are living. We breathe in oxygen. That is abiotic. And without oxygen, you cannot survive. 24/7, you are in contact with your oxygen. Okay. So that is what is biotic and abiotic having an interaction. Like for example, your plants growing in the soil. Soil is abiotic. Your plant is biotic. So there is a continuous interaction between the biotic and the abiotic component. So whenever you have living and non-living and their interaction is called as an ecosystem. Okay? Like for example, okay, some of you live in Ghatkopar. Can anyone tell me Ghatkopar has living components? Does Ghatkopar have biotic component? Yes. Does Ghatkopar have abiotic component? Yes. Okay. Someone said no. Devi Dayal Devang says कि घाटकोपर में abiotic component नहीं है. घाटकोपर अथर्व also says कि घाटकोपर में abiotic component नहीं है. So घाटकोपर अथर्व, I would like to question you. Do you breathe in oxygen? घाटकोपर अथर्व, I'm waiting for your answer by the way. Do you breathe in oxygen? Vinay Pale Samiha says he might not be breathing in oxygen. Then how is he surviving? Are Ghatkopar Atharva, where are you? He okay, fine. So जहां तक आई अंडरस्टैंड, आप लोग जितने भी यहाँ पे लेक्चर्स अटेंड करते हो सारे के सारे ह्यूमन बीइंग्स हो, एंड ह्यूमन बीइंग्स का ट्रेट है दैट वी ब्रीथ इन ऑक्सीजन. सो as I was talking about Ghatkopar, let's not talk about Ghatkopar. Let's just talk about Mumbai in itself. Okay. So we talk about Mumbai. Mumbai में living things है, biotech components है. Yes, we all belong to Mumbai. We all are biotech component, and we all do breathe in oxygen. Yes, we breathe in oxygen, which is a biotech component. So, can I say Mumbai is an ecosystem? Can I say Mumbai is an ecosystem? But if we go according to Ghatkopar Atharva, Ghatkopar is not an ecosystem. Okay. Vile Parle Mayank, I guess Mayank. Mumbai is an ecosystem and Ghatkopar is also an ecosystem and Vile Parle is also an ecosystem. Okay. So, as I said, Mumbai is an ecosystem. Maharashtra is an ecosystem. Entire India is an ecosystem. In the same way, entire Earth is an ecosystem. What you want to do with where I live? Do you want to come to my home? आप पूछ रहे हो मैं कहाँ पे रहती हूँ? ठीक है. तो, okay. So as I was telling you, entire Earth is an ecosystem. So if I talk about water, inside the water you have plants and animals like your fishes and aquatic plants, and there is water. So it is an ecosystem. The earth itself is a very large ecosystem because it has living things and non-living things, that is biotic and abiotic component, and there is an interaction happening between them. Okay. Each factor plays an important role in an ecosystem. Now let me tell you one thing. अगर मैं abiotic components को तुम्हारे ecosystem से निकाल देती हूँ, I just minus it. Okay. तुम्हारे ecosystem से abiotic components को मैंने subtract कर दिया है, तो फिर will you be able to survive? No. Correct? So that you can understand कि आपके ecosystem में जितने भी factors है, be it sun, be it light, be it water, be it food, be it soil, whatever it is, आपको सबकी जरूरत है. So each factor plays an important part in an ecosystem. Okay. So now let's just classify living organisms. आप लोगों ने ये living organisms का भी classification, energy flow in an ecosystem 9th standard में पढ़ा है. तो आप ही मुझे बताओगे कि living organisms are classified in which categories? Tell me. Living organisms are classified into which categories? By the way, मैंने okay. ठीक है, इट्स ओके. आप लोग मुझे डिसअपॉइंट कर रहे हो तो इट्स बेटर मैं खुद ही आंसर बता देती हूँ. लुक्स लाइक तुम लोग ने किसी ने 9th स्टैंडर्ड पढ़ा ही नहीं था. Yeah, someone from DN Nagar answered correct, I guess. DN Nagar is all slaying today, answering. You didn't give exam. This Ghatkopar is supposed to be one alien place over here. Exam nahi deta, oxygen nahi leta. I'm surprised. Okay, fine. Chalo, it's okay. Let's not expect anything out of you. So living organisms. Living organisms. Initially, we talk about plants. What are plants? Tell me that now. What are plants? Come on, DN Nagar is answering. I'm very sure DN Nagar ने ही answer दिया. Very good. What are plants? Plants are producers. ठीक है. अब मुझे बताओ producers मतलब क्या? Don't tell me plants. Producers मतलब, why do we call them producers? Okay, Ghatkopar answered now. Ghatkopar is coming back on track. Cool. Okay, Vikroli is answering. Saidham is answering. JB Nagar is sleeping probably. Takshila is also sleeping, I guess. चेंबूर ने पहली बार आंसर दिया, ऐसा फीलिंग आ रहा है मेरे को. ठीक है. The plants are autotrophs which can prepare their own food. Okay. Okay. Don't put anything in the chat box now. Pay attention to the screen. So plants are the organism. They produce their own food. They're autotrophs. Okay. They make use of sunlight. They make use of carbon dioxide and water, and they prepare their own food. Okay. So that is why they are called as producers. But I also prepare my own food. Can I be called as a producer? No. Why? I prepare my own food. The whole point over here is preparing your own food. Yeah, someone, I guess again DN Nagar answered. Okay. I am a consumer. I get the raw materials. You depend on others. We produce food via plants. Okay, correct. I can't be called as a producer. The reason is that I don't prepare my food using sunlight in my own body. I rather depend on others to prepare my food. Okay, so I can't be called as a producer. Rather, I will be called as a consumer. Okay, so animals, ठीक है, जितने भी animals है, they all consume food. That is the reason they are called as consumers. तुमने कंज्यूम किया खाना तो तुम कंज्यूमर बन गए. उसके बाद आते हैं तुम्हारे फंगाई. फंगाई, दे ऑब्टेन फूड फ्रॉम डेड एंड डीकेइंग मैटर. ओके, सड़ी गली चीजों पे ग्रो होते हैं, वो होते हैं फंगस. जैसे कि आपका मशरूम, आपने रेनी सीजन में देखा होगा अभी, अगर आप घर से बाहर निकले होंगे तो, कि ट्रीज के यहाँ पे कहीं पे कुछ डिकम्पोज हो रहा है. wherever there is decaying organic matter, mushroom is growing over there. So that is your fungus. Okay, so fungus, they obtain food from dead and decaying matter. Ghatkopar Shrey, you're correct. They are known as saprotrophs. Okay, I'm sorry, something happened. 1 second. Just a minute. Kuch to gadbad in the PPT. Yeah. Yeah. Mucor is a type of a mold. Okay. Yeah. So as I was talking about fungus, they are called as saprophytes. They are saprotrophic. And finally, you have the bacterias. They obtain food by decomposing the dead bodies of plants and animals. So these bacterias, they are called as decomposers. Okay, so living organisms are classified into these major 4 types, that is producers, consumers, saprotrophs, and decomposers. Okay. DN Nagar Vedant, please ask question related to the chapter. Now, is humidity a abiotic component? Yes. Show that slide again. ये देखो. ठीक है? Yes, everyone is a consumer. हम जितने भी लेक्चर अटेंड कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे, हम सब कंज्यूमर है. Cool. So a question may arise in our mind that whether the caterpillars found in nature, organisms present in filthy places, filthy as in dirty, okay, dirty jahan pe dead and decaying matter hai, gross places, termites, insects present in dung, dung matlab cow dung, gobar, are really useful. So are these organisms useful to us? Yes, all these all the animals are useful. Why are they useful? TN Nagar Mayank Chaudhary says vermicomposting for Vikroli Devang said decomposing. Hare beta. Someone just said, okay, let it be. Let's chuck that. This question answering is pretty entertaining for me. Okay, so all these organisms which I have shown over here, ठीक है, आपके जितने भी, अच्छा मैं एक बार बता देती हूँ, कैटरपिलर्स आपको सबको पता होंगे, ठीक है, टर्माइट्स आपको पता होंगे, ठीक है, इंसेक्ट्स प्रेजेंट इन डंग, डंग में काफी तरह के इंसेक्ट्स ग्रो होते हैं. सो ये जितने भी इंसेक्ट्स है आपके विच ग्रो इन दीज डेड एंड डिकम्पोजिंग मैटर, ओके, या फिर आपके इंसेक्ट्स है, दीज आर ऑल इंपॉर्टेंट. द रीजन इज व्हाई आर दे इंपॉर्टेंट? बिकॉज दे आर decomposing the dead and decaying matter and they are important to clean the environment. ठीक है? However, Yeah, those organisms are also important. Though they are dirty, they are responsible for cleaning the environment. Okay. Yeah. It means that our existence is due to these factors present around us. That is the reason I told you your environment is very important, because you will be able to survive only when everything in your environment is appropriate. Okay. Chalo. Hence, we should care for these factors, and that is the reason the chapter is in the syllabus, in the textbook, that you are aware that your environment is important, you care for it, and you protect it. Okay? And that is what we are going to learn in the chapter environmental management. Chalo. Now, there are certain questions I have for you. So now please pay attention. ठीक है? मैं questions पूछूंगी, आप answer दोगे. एक मिनट, ये मेरा chat box में जरा एक जगह पे locate कर देती हूँ. And हाँ, okay. Please answer only the things which are relevant. If you talk about China, Chinese, I'll throw you out from the lecture. And then you can go to China, relocate yourself over there, and you can study over there. Someone else will teach you there. Okay. So my question over here is, paddy is cultivated on large scale in various states of South India. Okay. Paddy matlab kya bata do? Paddy matlab rice. Very good. Ghatkopar Amruta was the first one to answer. So rice is cultivated on a large scale in southern part of India. That is the reason उन लोग के diet में भी rice ज़्यादा included होता है. अब मेरा question. ठीक है, ये रहा paddy. Paddy fields are frequently attacked by grasshoppers. Okay, paddy field में usually grasshoppers बहुत attack करते हैं और paddy को खा जाते हैं. But अब similarly, frogs are also present in large numbers in the mud of paddy fields to feed upon grasshoppers, and snakes are also present therein to feed upon their favorite food, frogs. अब ध्यान से सुनिए मेरी बात. Okay, what is happening over here? मेरा पैडी का फील्ड है. पैडी की फील्ड में ग्रास हॉपर आके अटैक कर रहा है. ग्रास हॉपर आके अटैक कर रहा है. ग्रास हॉपर को कौन खा रहा है? फ्रॉग. फ्रॉग को कौन खा रहा है? स्नेक. बन गया तुम्हारा फूड चेन. ओके. However, if frog population declines all of a sudden, what happens is frogs population decline. They end up dying. Okay. So now, what will be the effect on the paddy crop? ये बताइए. Paddy field खराब हो जाएगा, paddy field destroy हो जाएगा, and they will get damaged. Who will get damaged? कौन destroy? अच्छा, अभी मैंने क्या पूछा था कि आपका फ्रॉग का पॉपुलेशन कम हो गया तो क्या होगा? अगर अभी मेरी बात सुनिए, प्लीज स्टॉप पुटिंग द मैसेजेस इन द चैट बॉक्स. अगर फ्रॉग का पॉपुलेशन कम हो गया तो ग्रासहॉपर का पॉपुलेशन इंक्रीज होगा. ग्रासहॉपर का पॉपुलेशन इंक्रीज होगा तो फिर आपका पैडी उतना जल्दी डिस्ट्रॉय हो जाएगा. देयर मे बी अ पॉइंट कि आपका पूरा का पूरा पैडी खराब हो गया है. यू डोंट हैव एनी क्रॉप लेफ्ट टू योरसेल्फ. ओके. और अगर फ्रॉग नहीं है तो स्नेक्स क्या खाएगा? ठीक है, अगर फ्रॉग नहीं है तो स्नेक को खाना नहीं मिलेगा, स्नेक भूखा मरेगा. ठीक है. देयर मे बी अ टाइम की स्नेक का पॉपुलेशन डिक्लाइन होके वो लोग भी खत्म हो गए. ओके. पूरा तुम्हारा फूड चेन में देयर इज अ इम्बैलेंस. ओके. नंबर ऑफ विच कंज्यूमर्स विल डिक्लाइन एंड विच विल इंक्रीज? हु विल डिक्लाइन? किसका नंबर डिक्लाइन होगा? Baba, everyone is like putting big brief answers. ऐसा one word answer देने का ना, so it becomes easy for you and me as well. The number of which consumers will decline, the number of snakes will decline, and who will increase? Grasshoppers will increase. Okay. What will be the overall effect on the ecosystem? There will be an imbalance in your ecosystem. ठीक है? चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. Now let us understand the relationship between the environment and the ecosystem. अभी मैंने आपको बताया that environment is what? Everything around you. Everything around you is your environment. And what is the ecosystem? Ecosystem is biotic, abiotic components and their interaction. ठीक है? Now you can stop writing me in the chat box. You can pay attention. Now, environment is a broad concept. So, physical, chemical, and biological factors affecting the living organisms in any possible way is collectively called as environment. ठीक है? तो आपके अराउंड आपके जितने भी फिजिकल फैक्टर्स है, केमिकल फैक्टर्स है एंड बायोलॉजिकल फैक्टर्स है अफेक्टिंग द लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म इन एनी पॉसिबल वे is collectively called as an environment. I'll give you a simple example. For example, I am a living organism, so I am the biological factor over here. Now, other biological factors will affect me, other living organisms will affect me. बाकी के humans मुझे affect करेंगे, cat है, dog है, plants है, वो मुझे affect करेंगे. बाकी के chemicals मुझे affect करेंगे, carbon dioxide है, oxygen है, ये मुझे affect करेगा. Physical factors है, वो मुझे affect करेंगे, ठीक है? Air है, water है, humidity है, ये मुझे affect करेगा. So ये सारे जितने भी फैक्टर्स है, अगर वो लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म को कोई भी वे में अफेक्ट कर रहा है, दैट मीन्स इट इज एन एनवायरमेंट. ओके, सो wherever you survive, anywhere there are physical, chemical, and biological factors, they will be affecting you in some way or the other. So that is your environment. For example, we stay in Mumbai. Mumbai is our environment. Okay. इन शॉर्ट एनवायरमेंट इज द कंडीशन इन द सराउंडिंग. तुम्हारे सराउंडिंग में क्या कंडीशन है, वो तुम्हारा एनवायरमेंट है. अगर मैं जाके एंटार्क्टिका में रहती हूँ तो एंटार्क्टिका इज माय एनवायरमेंट, कि सब जगह पे बर्फ ही बर्फ है, ठंड ही ठंड है. अगर मैं जाके जैसलमेर में रहती हूँ तो वो मेरा एनवायरमेंट है. इट इज ऑलवेज हॉट एंड ड्राई एंड देयर इज ओनली सैंड अवेलेबल ओवर देयर. Okay, so whatever is the condition in your surrounding, that becomes your environment. Okay, so I hope everyone has understood the difference between the environment and the ecosystem. Environment specifically talks about the condition in your surrounding, and ecosystem means all the biotic, abiotic factors and their interactions. Okay. Now, environment includes many biotic, abiotic, natural and artificial factors. अब environment में biotic मतलब living things है, abiotic मतलब non living things है, natural things है. Natural factors मतलब जो खुद ब खुद present है, जैसे कि तुम्हारा water body है, जैसे कि तुम्हारा ocean है, ठीक है, रिवर्स है, जो नेचुरली प्रेजेंट है. और उसके साथ ही साथ आर्टिफिशियल फैक्टर्स भी है, जैसे कि तुमने गार्डन बनाया या तुमने कहीं पे लेक बनाया, तो ये आर्टिफिशियल फैक्टर्स हो गए. सो एनवायरनमेंट में सारी चीजें इंक्लूड हो जाती है. ठीक है. Yeah, so there are majorly two main types of environment, and the two main types of environment will include natural environment and artificial environment. Natural environment is जो naturally present है. Artificial जो तुमने बनाया है, तुमने एक गार्डन बना दिया, तुमने एक मॉल के अंदर झाड़ लगा दिए, तो ये सब कैसे हो गया? आर्टिफिशियल एनवायरनमेंट, बिकॉज यू डिड समथिंग एंड यू मेड थिंग्स ओवर देयर. ओके, वहां पे भी प्लांट्स ही ग्रो हो रहे हैं, बट दैट इज एन आर्टिफिशियल एनवायरनमेंट बिकॉज यू मेड इट. इट वॉज नॉट नेचुरली प्रेजेंट. ओके. Okay, so what we will do is, it is 7:45, so we'll do one thing. We'll stop over here for today. Whoever wants to leave can leave right away. Whoever wants to wait and they want to ask anything to me, you can ask. And yeah, I can see a lot of messages in the chat box. Air pressure will be a physical factor. Farms will be artificial because मैं farming खुद करके बना रही हूँ. Forest natural. What is ecological energetics? We will discuss that in the next lecture. I will tell you. आप लोग भी find out करके आओ. अगर आपको नहीं पता तो मैं बता दूंगी. What is interaction? Interaction. अभी मैं आपसे बात कर रही हूँ. So that is interaction, no? मैंने ऑक्सीजन को breathe किया. That is interaction. मैंने प्लांट को खा लिया, दैट इज इंटरैक्शन. मैंने चिकन को खा लिया, दैट इज इंटरैक्शन. डैम्स आर आर्टिफिशियल, यस. नर्सरीज आर ऑल्सो आर्टिफिशियल बिकॉज आई ग्रो द प्लांट्स. यस. Okay, Vilipane Anjali is asking if conjoined babies can be separated. You can try and you can attempt on separating them. But last time भी मैंने शायद ये बताया था कि conjoined babies को जब separate करते हैं, there are a lot of times कि वो successful नहीं होता, because your organs are also conjoined. So that is the reason there might be a possibility that the both of the twins might die. Can you explain energy pyramid? Energy pyramid 9th standard में था बेटा. Do briefs other than the ones below the chapter, do they come in board exams? The extras in the master key. There is a possibility कि extras in the master key आ सकता है, but let me tell you one thing. आपको जितना भी exam में पूछा जाता है, वो सब कुछ आपके टेक्स्ट बुक के कंटेंट से ही आता है. तो आपको टेक्स्ट बुक का कंटेंट पता हो तो फिर क्वेश्चन एक्स्ट्रा हो या व्हाटएवर हो, यू नीड टू नो द आंसर. जीवो जीवास्यम जीवनम ये मैं आपको नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में बता दूंगी. मार्केट आर आर्टिफिशियल, यस. विद साइकिल्स ऑपरेट इन एनवायरनमेंट, ये भी हम डिस्कस करेंगे ना. तुम्हारे आपने ये सब 9th में पढ़ा है, नाइट्रोजन साइकिल, ऑक्सीजन साइकिल, कार्बन साइकिल. Dead animals are biotic or abiotic? They're made up of organic material, so they're biotic. Temperature, yes, abiotic, no? Something which doesn't have life in it is abiotic. Savala Ram JB Nagar, you just have like one thing in your keyboard, that is yes. Is cycles included? आपको ये चैप्टर में cycles नहीं पूछेंगे. What are carcasses? Carcasses are dead bodies. What are those places called where types of plants and flowers are displaced? Displaced का मतलब क्या है? I mean मेरे को question नहीं समझा. One sec. Just I missed the question. Mushrooms grow in dead matter. How are they consumable? Because वो dead matter से बनता है, तो dead matter consume करता है, तो dead matter से तो वो nutrients ही ले रहा है ना. Ma'am, why don't you answer me? But बेटा क्या question है आपका घाटकों पर? Some child. Can you send us the reduced portion for chapter 3 and 4? We have it for our test. अच्छा, एक मैंने ना टेक्स्ट बुक फॉरवर्ड कर दिया है रेड्यूस्ड सिलेबस के साथ, तो आपको वो टेक्स्ट बुक ही मिल जाना चाहिए. आई कांट बी लाइक डूइंग इट फॉर वन चैप्टर. नहीं मिला है. हाउ कैन यू ईट मशरूम? मशरूम इज फाइन. आपके प्लांट्स भी जो भी न्यूट्रिएंट्स को लेके ग्रो हो रहे हैं, आप प्लांट्स खाते हो ना, वैसे ही आप मशरूम भी खा सकते हो. Which hormones of a pituitary of mother once the fetal development is completed? Fetal development is completed as in after the delivery. You were asking after the delivery of the child, or baby is still there in the fetus, तभी की आप बात कर रहे हो. And someone was asking for chemical factors. आपका जितना भी ये ऑक्सीजन है, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड है, सल्फर डाइऑक्साइड है, नाइट्रोजन है, ये सब केमिकल्स आ जाते हैं केमिकल फैक्टर्स में. वो टेक्स्ट बुक में व्हाट इज अ बोटानिकल गार्डन जहाँ पे आपको अलग अलग मेडिसिनल प्लांट्स वगैरह सब कुछ मिल जाएगा. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज अ बोटानिकल गार्डन. वहाँ पे आपको नेम्स में मिल जाते हैं, बायोलॉजिकल नेम्स ऑफ द प्लांट्स एंड द ऑल द प्लांट्स. The overall survival rate of conjoined twins is from 5 to 25%, with about 75%. Okay, okay. An ecosystem can be called an environment? No. Okay, when is your next lecture? Next Tuesday. I have lectures every Tuesday. Where a pond is an a pond is an ecosystem. Where will oocyte go if not fertilized? Yes, it will come out along with the shredding of the uterus lining or the endometrium. अच्छा सुनो मेरी बात. A lot of you have this question that टेक्स्ट बुक में जो reduced syllabus है उसमें से questions आएगा नहीं आएगा. तो फिर the thing is कि reduced syllabus से questions नहीं पूछे जाते. But let me tell you, कोई questions ऐसे होते हैं जिसका आधा part of the answer is in reduced syllabus and आधा part is in the normal syllabus. So then आप बेनिफिट ऑफ डाउट नहीं दे सकते हो, आपको पढ़ना पड़ेगा वो क्वेश्चन. माई नेम इज केजल पटेल. जैसे कि आपका रेड्यूस सिलेबस में, आई गिव यू वन एग्जांपल, द जेंडर ऑफ द चाइल्ड. ओके, जेंडर ऑफ द चाइल्ड आपको कैंसिल कर दिया है, ठीक है. तो बट देयर इज अ क्वेश्चन तो क्वेश्चन पूछा जा सकता है, बिकॉज ऑलवेज रिमेंबर में देयर इज अ कॉन्सेप्ट दैट द जेंडर ऑफ द चाइल्ड इज डिसाइडेड बाय द फादर. तो ये क्वेश्चन आ सकता है. सो इट डिपेंड्स ऑन द आंसर कि आंसर कहाँ से कहाँ लाई करता है टेक्स्ट बुक में. After birth, it is prolactin. After once the mother has given birth to the child, prolactin is secreted in her body so that milk development happens for the child, for the nourishment. Okay, so I guess I've solved a lot of doubts and a lot of doubts which, what Mayank, what is your problem now? Why you are asking why? It means you have to read everything नहीं, but you have to smartly read the things कि अगर वो reduce syllabus है और उसका question है और उतना ही आंसर है तो आपको नहीं पढ़ना है. So you have to check your answers. Where do they rely? Where are they coming from? How are triplets formed? And sometimes happen that a mother gives to, yeah, triplets matlab, uh, okay. So I was telling you, someone was asking me how triplets, मोस्ट आंसर्स आर नॉट कैंसल्ड. तो अभी उसका क्या करें? गवर्नमेंट में हम अपील डालें, पीटीआई, हम लोग एक आरटीआई फाइल करें, क्या करना है मयांक बताओ. समवन वाज आस्किंग फॉर ट्रिपलेट्स. जैसे कि मैंने आपको बताया था, व्हाट आई वाज टेलिंग यू, जैसे ट्विन्स में कैसे मोनोजाइगोटिक में अजाइगोट डिवाइड्स इनटू टू पार्ट्स, ठीक है. सो इन द सेम वे समटाइम्स द जाइगोट माइट डिवाइड इनटू थ्री डिविजन्स, ठीक है. जाइगोट डिवाइड्स इनटू थ्री डिविजन्स तो आपको ट्रिपलेट मिलेगा. या ट्रिपलेट्स आर वेरी रेयर. ट्रिपलेट क्वाड्रुपलेट आर वेरी रेयर. It's almost 8 now, and by 8 o'clock you have another lecture. You just have 6 minutes to refresh yourself, and I guess you have done a lot of time pass with me, so we should stop the lecture over here. Okay, so bye bye, thank you, and be there in the next lecture. We'll discuss more about the environment. Okay.